Okay. I need to figure out a, like, starting soon picture or something. But we are live once again. When last we left Bunveric, there he is. We just got to Charlian. And now we're going to continue. Oh, that's right. I got a piece of gear. Oh god. Please don't look at my inventory. It's trash. Horse chestnut spear. $5.15. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's got like flowers on it. Hi, Kryl. I believe now we are going to get a tour of the Charlian premises. I thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Eric and Estinian's first time in Charlian, and for the rest of you, homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit, people you're dying to see, therefore I propose we postpone our agenda so that you may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Tour time. Once you settle in, we can reconvene at the Valdesian Annex. Fine suggestion. We may not be welcome in the levy or estate as such, but we would like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. Dude, Thancred looks so tired. Urianje's like, where am I gonna go? I will wander as the wind takes me. This guy's gonna get lost. This guy's gonna get hopelessly lost. Graha's outfit is really good. Oh, hey, Trenton. I don't know how many people will be in this stream because I think everybody's literally doing the exact same thing I am. Grahatia is now accompanied. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be an escort mission, but he's just standard run speed. Oh, what's that? What gear is that? Animos Pacifist Vest. It's a cool outfit. Good monk gear. Ah. Oh, this is a cool little tour function. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. I see. So that's the main one. Here's a bonus one. Great statue of Thaliak. As a student of Baldessian, I usually was quartered in the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the sea. That's that big ass statue over there. This path leading out towards the sea is known as the Thaliak Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Charlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliak was chosen as our patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief and alignment of principles. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restrictive as that of, say, the Ishgardians. Individual Charlayans can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. They just, really like Thaliak here. Stand. We have mentioned this before, although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive. The average Charlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. They don't season their shit. Food is it's bland. That was such a good quest though. I think it had to do with Kryl or something, where you make an Arkan loaf, and it's literally just the densest, most bleh bread ever. But everyone from Charlian's nice. Sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Charlian. Oh my god. The one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle otherwise mediocre fare. The burger. Surely Tataru has taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Gotta go to the Aetheryte Plaza next. Those frickin' high durium milprives. Milprives? They're just like little flowers. The sage stance is very like Catboy and Bunny Boy friendly. That leg. It's a very JoJo's pose. I like this though. That's nice. Okay, now we're going to the Aetheryte Plaza. Which I imagine is crowded full of... Yeah, my frame rate is chugging. Hi, Cryle. Unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, it's a perfectly functional, perfectly functioning aetheryte. Gotta be able to teleport. Forefront of teleportation technology. Cool. Deciphering underlying principles of Allegan aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Right after I pushed up. Cool. I like this posing Ellison. It's a good Reaper outfit. Is that just like 70? Yeah, interesting. That's just the 70 Reaper outfit. Looks good. I need to glamour that up for Reaper. Go get the 70 maiming gear. I want to go this way. I want to see if I can get all the side conversations. Journey's End. I don't think there's one over here. I love the music in here. Alright. Oh, that's the Levier estate. Wow. That's where that shithead lives. It's TP's house. Alright. I don't think there's anything over here yet, so let's get back to Back to business. Yeah, that's the main quest bubble. Yeah, they really want you to just kind of explore the whole area, which I appreciate. They haven't really done that in any other expansion. When you get to the cities, they kind of did it in Endwalker, where it's basically just like, go here and talk to this person to learn about this area of the city that you'll only go into like one other time in the main story. So this is a little bit different, where it's actually like, hey, walk around with NPCs. Oh, hey! Discuss bookstalls. Open-air bookstalls. So uniquely Charlian, I'd always thought them a common sight until I visited other nations. Do you mind if I browse the shelves for a moment? There might be some hidden gems I've yet to read. Only a moment, how optimistic. Feel free to browse all you like, but we won't wait around for you. Nerd. Full plate armor. Okay. So here's the vendors. Agora, you can find wares made in Charlian, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out for the most part. For the most part, you say, but not all the way done. No better place to stock up on your next big adventure. Head back up north across the Aetherite Plaza. There's the materia. Cool. Retainers, great. Here's the mender. This guy's got he's a pink reaper. Oh my god. What is that scythe? Fey sickle. I see. Gear's looking fine. It's a Viera with blue hair like me. Luna Moonbutt. Nice. That's a hero of Eorzea right there. Am I taller than her or shorter than her? Hydurium. I see. Ah, so it's like kind of floral themed. What is the... Oh, that is the flower thingies. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Alright. We won't worry about that. So I don't think this is going to be the main city, because the last time... Moonbutt. Oh, hello! Anyways, I don't think this is going to be the main city, because last time... Well, it's pretty much every time that it's the second city you go to has all the, like, endgame vendors. Says something about the breeze. Rostra. Name refers to the original public forum erected here, upon which the forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and its duties of its members remain largely largely unchanged. Huh. So Graha used his knowledge of Sharlayan to build the Crystarium over in the first. Back in Shadowbringers. Catboy Alpha Male. Look at all these bunny boys who are taller than me. Cowards. Don't they know that the smaller you are, the bigger other people are? Is there any... Okay, so over here's the residential district. The Levier estate is, yeah. Oh shit, I probably should have been attuning to Etherites. Is there one over here? I like this. I think they learned their lesson from the Crystarium. It's a much smaller city. It's much more compact. I too love Bun Barrack. He's very good. Yeah, I forgot to attune to this. God damn it. I mean, just look at him. Look at him. I can't see where my quest is supposed to go. You okay, Graha? West by the Retainer Bell. Yeah, I assume it's Baldessian Annex, because they mentioned that already. Is Kryl literally Kryl Baldessian? I can't remember. Thank you, Trent. I am a very cute bunny boy. It's over here. All right. Into the Baldessian Annex we go. Ojika Sunjika. Probably butchering that. Yeah, she was adopted. Oh, cool, I didn't know that. Administration offer for the students of Baldessian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. In Eureka. Oh, yeah. That thing I haven't done. Anyways. You could get cool armor there, though. Along with the Isle itself, the Annex has served as our base of operations, yet it feels so empty. The organization is a shell of its former self. The nap rooms, my god, they have nap rooms. They have nap rooms. Ah, they're not actually nap rooms. I'm crushed. So this will be the pendant equivalent? The, like, inn area? Whoa! Yes. It looks to be like that. Dude, this guy's spear. What the fuck? Retire to your room. Let's take a look. Wow! There's so much more stuff in here. Nice. Got some cool art on the walls. Very good. I love that. That actually addresses the, like, art on the walls of, like, yeah, some people just leave shit up. Alright, Kryle, what's next? Ooh. It's King Mooglebog. There's eastern part of the map. Yeah, this is really cool art. As is law. Is that Crystal Tower? Nice. And there's the original Eorzea map. And this is how big it is now. They are going for something here with this many clouds. They're gonna put some stuff in that area here. Mark my words. Alright, Kryl, what's up? Colleague should be wandering in soon. I suggest we stay here. I love how Estinian is literally always just leaning in the corner somewhere.
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Let's get down to business then, shall we? Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
What?
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
I don't know, Graha, but we should find out.
A mystery indeed,
Also,
and
turn
one
on my
which I
space
ask
heater
for
so
your
you won't hear
help
that
to
in the
solve.
background.
Our future may depend on it. As for our second
Gotta stay
potential
hydrated.
path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth.
They're cryptozoologists. Oh my
Compared
god.
to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
Oh god, my back is sore.
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavnair.
Thavnair.
Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal.
Some bad guy shit.
In response to this threat, the Satrap of Radzat Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
That's me.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Choice time?
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts. You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
Kind of moves slow. Well,
And
you know,
thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material.
I would rather
help with
do Sharlayan first, because I just got here.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
The power trio.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Alright, so Sharlayan, Thavnair. $38. I might have to take a quick break to move my laundry over. I will be back in a few minutes. One sec. Alright, we're back. I hope everyone had fun vibing to the... I don't know if this is just standard, like, Charlene music? Like Charlene Day music, or what? Charlene first. Alright, we're going to the library. It's snowing. I wonder actually... I know I have the oath gauge. Tragic. No more knight helmet for Varric. But he looks pretty darn good in this jacket, except for the clipping in the hair, but whatever, that can't be helped. Warrior? There it is. You know, I think here Varric's posture was a bit better. So if I just stand here... Yeah. Anyways, back to Drew. I love that my ears stick out of this. That's so good. Oh, I need to go this way. Wait, no. Go to the Aetheryte, attune. I get the grunt work. Oh boy, Varric learns how to read. Oh. Uh-huh. Charlene Colony. Settlement was originally established as a mere outpost. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found the facilities wanting. Their demands encourage gradual expansion in structures and services. Uh-huh. Idleshire. Any shiny books over here? Nope. Ooh, Time Worn. Alright, so this guy founded it after the 6th calamity. Aha. Space! They're talking about space! I bet this over here is the last book. Population. What are you? Hello? Little robot. Hello. Oh. Okay. Ah, back into the gazebo. Something tells me there's a cutscene here. I was not waiting long. Don't worry, Alize. Oh, Graha backstory. So they remained in the Allegan. House Darnus. I see. So Graha was on an island where there was a lot of Allegan technology, and he was the last one who could control it, which tracks with what we know before. And when the Imperials showed up, they scurried him off to Sharlayan. I am once again waiting. It's fucked up, Kryl. Fucked up is what it was. What kind of phenomenon did the ancients encounter as the final days drew nigh? Primals of unrivaled power were summoned from the ether. The worst kind of phenomena you can imagine. Okay, so we're at a point now where I'm like, what would Varric say? I don't think a lot of it would be very helpful to Kryl, and I want to be helpful to Kryl. Yeah, complete destabilization of creation magics. Everything was going buck wild. Alfino, you can answer this one. I kind of want to say that. Debating the Cosman anomaly which had been observed in the lands across the sea, we can deduce that the final days occurred not all at once the world over, but rather had a point of origin from which it began to spread. It also spoke of a keening sound arising from the land itself, just before a region was visited by a catastrophe. We never did hear this sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. What definitive action did they take? Oh, Kryl. You ready for a lore bomb? They knocked Dalamid from the sky. Well, they didn't do that. They summoned Zodiark, and then they summoned Hydaelyn. Right, so they summoned Zodiark, sacrificed half the people, life sprouted anew, and they were going to sacrifice that new life to bring back the people who were sacrificed by Zodiark. And then Venat and her followers manifested Hydaelyn. They were like, yo, that's fucked up. So that was basically like, hey, remember Shadowbringers? Remember all the lore bombs you got that were really, really important? Let's recap those. Alright, MVP back in the game. What do you got for us, Y'shtola? Orianger learned of the source's reflections from the Garen oracles for its potential to cause panic and confusion. That tome was deemed Apocrypha, sealed away in the Great Google Library. It is even less likely that the knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. True. Yep. People don't know stuff. Yet you confronted Master Fortunault with the knowledge of the Terraforoi. He scoffed at the suggestion that they pose a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. And Varric's like, yeah. Books could yet hold something of value. And there's a shoe bill on top of the dome. Oh. I labor for an age as Y'shtola's research assistant. Don't threaten me with a good time, Square Enix. Yep. Let's get some coffee at 2:15 a.m. Sounds great. I should have that aetheryte unlocked. Oh, it gives you... That's nice. Tells you where everything is. That is a great improvement. Good quality of life there. Gonna talk to the local riffraff about the Telophoroi. Alright. Hey, what's up? That guy was an asshole. Hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telophoroi. My goodness. Work in the office of the Forum. If word reached Master Fortunal, I was helping him. Ah, we're getting stonewalled. The cafe owner will know what's up. Owner of the Last Stand used to frequent his cafe on occasion. This guy has Bud's old hair. Oh my god, I'm gonna pretend to be a waiter. Oh fuck. The tea is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. Omelet is for one of the regulars, Highlander by the name of Gisela. Gisela? She's sitting outside the table with a friend of hers. Behind them, you'll see a Mikote gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Got all that? I'm pretty sure I got it. Oh god, here we go! Okay. By the... Okay, so the Mikote... Okay, got it right. The Telophoroi, final days. Yeah, they don't know anything about current events. They're all the academic types. Okay. She wanted the omelet. Lobster. That would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. Must be a busy time. They're collectors. Travel the world procuring things we haven't got here in Charlene. Kind of like my D&D character. so named for the folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. Gleaning is the most meticulous in the naming profession. If these Telophoroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncategorized rarities would be lost forever. Why else would the Gleaners be buzzing about in such frenzy? So the Gleaners are up to some shit. So, if the Forum is like, no, it's the final days, but all the, like, archaeologists are just, like, gathering as much stuff as possible. Watch the harbor, you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before, not like this. Interesting. Interesting. The Gleaners are up to some shit, Alize. Here. No, the Gleaners were up to some shit, Alize. Aw.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Sharlayan? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been, how being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently. They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
That sounds like it's important.
A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Okay.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the Gleaners coming and going more than usual?
Yes.
Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats.
Yes.
And Gleaners answer to the Forum.
Yes. They're up
If
to
the
some shit.
appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, Then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Smells like a dungeon run. Maybe. Who knows? Hold. Alright, off we go. I completely forgot to attune to the Valdesian Annex, so I should probably do that. All right. Giorgio. That's a great name. We found some shit, guys. Gleaners take requests directly from institutions and bureaucrats. Ultimately, they answer the forum. Sudden and significant increase in their activity certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan to be put into motion. No information regarding the final days. Coupled with that, Varric and Alizé learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing in particular about this period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are somehow certain that the destruction being perpetuated by the Telophoroi is wholly unlike these apocalyptic events. They're lying to keep the peace. Moreover, the Forum claims to be so occupied by a duty such pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea. Now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized to an unprecedented scale. Some shit be happening. Anything would be better than burying my head in another dusty book. Varric is not the studious type. He is most definitely not the studious type. That boy is dumb. Graha's like, I still want to read. All right. No, dude. Are you kidding? You can't be serious, Square. Okay, we're gonna run now. I feel like they really just want to show off Charlian, which is like fine. It's a very pretty city. Yeah, I got it. I want to go in here. Oh. Neat. That didn't look like the room from the cutscene, though, that Yashola was in. Off we go. Oh, so this is that area with the...
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
I love how you can just tell that Emmett's voice actor is just having a fucking ball reading his lines. Like, it's so good. He's got such a good voice.
Not
Look
what you
at him.
expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Charlian itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh or no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Aren't those people gleaners?
So this is the type of outfit that my
Aye,
D&D
judging
character
by their
actually
dress.
wears. Those like simple robes
They are said
with
to
like
work
the
alone as a
backpacks
rule,
and shit.
but
Because
'twould seem that
a
rule is being
gleaner seems to
enthusiastically
be pretty
broken
much what
today.
he does in the campaign, which is go
It may
find
be as you
old shit
suspected,
and then
but
bring
they
it
are
back to
engaged in a
library.
task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Did you call to me just now?
No.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. They're exhausted. Did one a few summers ago with no warning at all. Miss Metz gets dropped into our laps. Orders from on high, damned if I know the reason. Could be they're changing the layout, preparing for the next big expansion. Okay. You know, I bet they're turning Labyrinthos into some kind of, like, end-of-the-world sanctuary. I think that's what's happening here. Catch marmots for the guy who's overworked. Stuff them in a sack. actually. What mount should I ride? How about the robot? Ah, we can't fly in here yet. Ah. We're gonna ride the dog. The doggo. Ooh, I haven't fought yet with the new Varric voice. I like the hoo-ah he did. That was good. What the fuck? And I can't wait for the new Dragoon abilities. Oh, I think I see a spot over there. I'll fight you too. He's a bit more vocal. He's way more vocal. Ow! Oh my god, I just popped my shoulder. God damn it. Yep, I bet it's up above. It's gonna take some getting used to, not having to re-up Blood of the Dragon all the time. Yeah, Varric's way more vocal now. Forum people. Suitable for consumption and easy to breed. Those were the two conditions I was given for stock. Livestock. Yep. Tricky Kryl. They're totally preparing this place to be like some end of the world bunker. Put to great work 4 days after the Telophorai started. Mm-hmm. Sudden and unexpected. They've been planning this for a while. Kryl? No. You stop that. I wonder if she's hearing the cry of the land before, because she has the echo too. Why doesn't she, like, say anything, though? I hate it when characters do that, when, like, some shit's going on and they're like, no, I'm fine, it's fine. Like, dude. Do I get anything in Dragoon at level 81? 82 I get something. doesn't look like it. Looks like 82 is the pop-off level. All right. That guy's got a cool jacket. Oh, that's a Nier jacket. Oh look, that looks good, dyed. I'm really enjoying seeing all the new Sage and Reaper weapons. Oh, I need to attune to this ether, right? My man's just in a car. Vaults are restricted. The reorganization efforts. Restructuring. Don't like that. That guy's gonna be a tattletale. So we're just gonna be like, hey man, do you need some help with that? Alright. I'm on it. It's very interesting that the lighting changes as you, like, get into the wilderness. Ah. Yeah, that guy was gonna die. Oh, I gotta shoot this thing with a sleeping dart. Time to be a sniper. I have sedate failed. What? It said it had green feathers. Okay, let me read this. Right after I sneeze. I lost it. Alright, let's try this again. Is that it? Large green bird. God damn it. God damn it. Why is this so hard? First try. Yeah.
A fair shot.
Oh, he's voiced. He's gonna be important.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up, and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Below.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers hand-picked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even
Sounds to me like a
Archons are not
dungeon
privy
run.
to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
Wow, that sucks.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species, too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome.
Well, all right.
But consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
I say good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Let's go fall in a mine shaft. What could possibly go wrong? Wow, so I get to just keep this Eye of the Dragon until I use it? That's crazy. Alright. We're gonna keep going, ladies and gentlemen. I'll help this person out. Oh, they're already gone. Oh my god, they have a carbuncle mount. That's adorable. Alright, I gotta keep moving. I can't just be fighting these things all day. Specimens being collected in preparation for a great migration. Okay, so this isn't going to be an end of days bunker. They're migrating it somewhere else. Getting kind of hungry. I might need to take a break for some food. I do also need to fold my laundry. I think once I finish this quest, I will be taking a streaming break, perhaps a Final Fantasy break. I'm afraid to try and log in again, though, because it might be even worse than this afternoon. Alright, now we gotta help out the farm workers. That guy's wearing the same dyed outfit I am. What the fuck? Grapes. It's like a hardy type of grape or something. Huh. So it's almost like they're doing some kind of ARC project. Are they gonna like fucking terraform the moon and that's why we're up there? And all the trailers and shit. Okay, I don't know if it's up above or below. Let's go up above first. Aha! Flower. Wasn't that from the
Hard to
trailer?
look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true.
Guy looks like Hoary Boulder.
This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
Yeah.
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And
Nay,
no answers
he
will be
says.
forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
How you doing, Kryl?
Kryl?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Don't like that. Alright, I think now will be a good time for me to take stream break to stretch my legs and get some food going. I'm kind of hungry. I'll probably be back on later tonight. I would like to get to the first dungeon today, but we will see. Made some good progress though. Alright. I will be back on later. Ugh. Thank you to everyone who stopped by, all like two or three of you, but I'm mostly doing this just for myself to look back on, so alright. Bye.